made it to Jakarta, and my little buddy is right over there waiting for the other people that are going to the same hotel so we can all hop on the same shuttle. And it is hot and humid, but it's Indonesia, so we are here. Good times, mission accomplished. Now we just got to get through some quarantine. That's a pretty badass ride if the air conditioning is good. Okay, so I kept on pushing the button for 6, and I'm thinking, what the fuck, we're not going up. I had to put my key card up there. I do that all the time. Happened to me in Kuala Lumpur. It's a new day, and we are here in Jakarta, Indonesia, and if you tuned into this video, that probably means you are wondering what Jakarta quarantine is like and how I got through the airport. That's exactly what I'm going to tell you today. Stay tuned. So as I'm sure you can already tell, looking behind me there, I am in Jakarta, Indonesia, and I am in quarantine. This is day 2 of quarantine. In fact, it's so early in the morning right now that I'm dead tired. My brain's clock is still in the United States, and I went the long way around the world. There's rules, and I'm going to go over all of them with you, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I was able to get myself back to Indonesia, a place that I've spent most of my life in since 2017. But first, a little backstory. Going back to the Kantor Imigrasi in Denpasar, I was able to learn everything very easily, and so I never ever thought that I'd have the need for an agent. Was making visa runs at the time, most of you will know what that is, and I just didn't really like the idea of having to have somebody else help me with something. I'm a very independent person. This is very, very different. So I spent a year back in the States working, and it wasn't supposed to be a year, it was just supposed to be a few months, and then I was going to get back to my girls in Denpasar, where we have an apartment there. Well, that didn't work out too well because the thing, and I'm not going to say it, broke out, and here we are. The world's turning a bit Orwellian, and whatever your opinions are on that matter, we won't get into it in this video. We just want to get you here. I found myself in a position where I needed an agent, and so I asked some of my friends in Bali and did a lot of research, and I came up with someone who I'm just going to call C, and she was fantastic, and we've been in communication over WhatsApp now for weeks, making this all happen. And thank you if you happen to be watching this, because you are absolutely amazing. And here we are, of course, proof, Jakarta behind me. And that was the beginning of the process, and that's what you're gonna have to do to start this journey of yours. So you get off your flight, in my case it was QR 956, and you get off the plane and you do a little walking, and you'll come up to a series of chairs. Now the chairs, they're socially distanced. I loathe that term. But they're socially distanced, and in each chair you're going to find one of these, and this is a health examination result. The translation, anyway, is. And it's a basic Indonesian form. I'll put it on screen. Anybody who's filled out a form in Indonesia before will have this done in no time flat. Anyone who's been to Indonesia before knows how to fill out a form here. So here's the thing. Grab that thing, fill it out, and just go. Be a leader, just go. Don't wait for somebody to say, okay, you can move to the next process now. Just fill it out and keep moving forward. The next lady that's going to check is going to look at this, and she's not just going to want to see this. She's going to want to see your Ehack app, all done and filled out. So my advice to you is have that done before you even leave on your journey. That's what I did, and it worked fine. All I had to do was have my QR code up. She scanned it right from her phone, and everything was fine. Now there's a lot of information to fill out in the Ehack app. So what you want to do is you want to go to your profile once you get the Ehack app and fill in the international part. So you're going to want to go to Ehack and then find the part that where it says domestic or international. You're going to be international because you're not from here, but you're coming here. You're going to want to fill out that whole first page, and nearly every data field is mandatory or it will not accept it. Okay, and I'm talking data fields so specific as in seat number on your flight in. The more you can have filled in your Ehack app, the smoother this process is going to go, because it was a simple matter of her making a little note on here, on this paper that you fill out after you get there and the socially distanced seats and you find this paper, and then scanning your QR code on the Ehack app. And if you have that done, you are going to sail through this so easy. You're going to go to immigration, and here's what you're going to need at immigration. Now this here is my visa, kind of looks like that, and this is a B211A Bravo 211 Alpha, and it is a work visa for 60 days, extendable up to 180 days. That was the only way I was able to get into Indonesia as of the time of the filming of this video. You cannot get into Bali at all yet without this, or Indonesia in general. And there are no direct flights to Bali, but if you're seeking out this video, you probably already know that, so I don't need to mention it. What I'll do is you can contact me. There's an email contact on my channel, and if you really need any personal help or anything, you can just write and ask your questions, and I can get you in contact with the right people to take care of you very well at the right price. And yeah, I think we'll just do that. I got past immigration and I went to the baggage claim, and I took Qatar Airways, which, amazing airline by the way. The next video that you're going to see on this channel is probably going to be the entire journey here from Montana, USA to Seattle, USA to Doha, Qatar, and then Jakarta, Indonesia. Hopefully it'll be a great video, and hopefully I can put a link or a card or something, or do whatever the hell it is that we do on YouTube anymore, because it's been a long time since I was good at YouTube, and that was back in like 2008. Yeah, I'm an OG. Okay, I'm getting old too. Yeah, that's not a good thing, but I digress. So I waited forever for my bag, and this happens to me every time. My bag is always the last one to come out. It's the curse of my travels. It just happens. Now Qatar was a great airline. It was probably one of the best I've ever flown, but yeah, my bag always comes out last. But I finally got it, and then I went up to the customs, and everybody knows the Indonesian customs card, and it's really easy. Just fill it out, hand it to the guy, and walk by. Most of you get to walk by, but every single time I come into Indonesia, and I always travel light. I don't have a big old trolley full of, you know, everything but the kitchen sink like some people do when they come here, and I always get sent to the examination, or, you know, to put my bag through. Most people just get to go right on by. It just happens to me every time. I don't know why. I'm sure you didn't care or didn't want to hear that, but I felt like I just had to explain that. But that's okay. You know, I love being here. Small price to pay. Not even a price. It's just a fun tale to tell. Now this is a very important part that you need to know. When you go to book your quarantine hotel, don't go to Bookings, don't go to Agoda, don't go to any of your favorite sites to find deals on hotels, just because it's on the qualifying list of quarantine hotels. Don't do that at all. You need to contact the hotel direct. So I did that, and I'm at the Swiss Bell Hotel Airport, Jakarta. Okay, I don't care if you know where I am. By the time this video is posted, I'll probably be gone, and if I'm still here, well then, I guess we'll meet somehow if you really want to stalk me. But I promise you, I'm not worth it. Actually, I kind of am, but just don't bother. Anyway, so I had my booking printed, several copies of it. It's right here. And yeah, boom. Okay, so you're going to need this when you get outside the airport, because as you're walking out, there's going to be Jakarta police and or military, and they're going to find you. Or you're going to have one of the officers walk up to you and say, what hotel are you? And then you show them this paper that you've printed copies of, because you're wise and you have copies of everything taking with you on this journey. and then he's going to know automatically which guy is out there from which hotel waiting to take you to that hotel. So the process is essentially like this. They have to know that you're getting on the bus or shuttle or car or whatever the case may be to get to your quarantine hotel. They need to see that process through. Now I got on the bus, which is really cool because it was a pretty big van, and there were some pretty narrow streets getting here. And as anybody who's driven or rides in Indonesia knows that it just gets really fun when the streets are super narrow and you got a van trying to get by and cars trying to get by and bikes going down the side and in between. It's just a blast. It's what we love about this place, right? So I got to the hotel, and you get escorted inside. Of course, I help carry some other people's luggage just because I'm nice like that. But for the most part, you get escorted inside. Now, once you're inside, you're inside. I mean, they kept me in there. I was dying for a vape, okay? I know, bad habit. Hold on. I was dying for a vape because I'd just been flying for 30 hours with very short layovers. So I asked the guy, I said, hey, can I just step outside for a minute? And the answer was no. I said, is there anywhere in here that I could just go have a vape? And then he didn't understand, and my Bahasa is terrible. So I kept trying to explain, like, smoke. And he said, oh, you want to smoke? Smoke. No, it has to be up on the second level near the pool. I said, well, can I go there? And they said, no, 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 you have to wait here until we have your room ready. So the point I'm trying to emphasize is that this process is taken very seriously here, regardless of what your beliefs are, or mine in this case in particular, on the whole situation. And sorry, George Carlin, I just made air quotes so you can make fun of me from the grave. It's taken very, very seriously. So you are stuck here. You are stuck here in this room that I am in right now. I cannot leave except to put my food outside the door, and my laundry gets picked up, and occasionally somebody will knock at the door asking me something, or they're supposed to be knocking at the door any moment now for the testing, which will be my first test during this stay. Okay guys, so this here was dropped off to my room, a little vial. Another thing I need to tell you is they are going to hold on to your passport here at the hotel, and I'm sure they're going to do that at whatever quarantine hotel that you book. You're not going to get it back until you test out negative. I know some of you are probably not at ease with that. I'm not so much either, which is another reason that I've never used agents before. And it's just the way it is, it's the way it has to be. And by the time you see me in future videos, because you're gonna click that subscribe button, right? Or smash that like, or whatever the hell they say these days. And okay, sorry, quick plug there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure everything's gonna be fine. You will know that in future videos. So now that I'm sitting here waiting for the door to knock to go take my first test, I can tell you just, I don't know, some random stuff. Let's just have a chat. What do you say, you and me, huh? Yeah, okay, good times. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Len. You can call me Bay Area Len, or you can call me Len, or you can just call me. I'm in the Swiss Bell Hotel, Jakarta Airport. I think I mentioned that already. They bring you food. I get 3 meals a day. They bring you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You get 5 pieces of laundry a day. This is in the package that I bought. Your package might be different. You can order room service if you want something else. I had to order my Coke on my own. I don't drink coffee in the morning, I drink Coke in the morning. I know that's strange, but I'm a strange bully, so just the way it is. And ice, I'm a big fan of ice. So in Indonesia, as most know, the ice is mostly catered, and it's really hard to come by unless you've got your own freezer in your villa or apartment or whatever. You're trapped in here. The room, I would say, on a cleanliness level, if you're comparing it to the world, yeah, everybody knows that in Indonesia, when it comes to a hotel room, if it's not terrible, then it's pretty damn good. So we'll kind of just say that's what this is. It's, it's needed some work. But that said, it's pretty damn good. Does that make any sense? If you've been to Indonesia, that's going to make a whole lot of sense. So the food, it's, it is what it is. It's basic Indonesian foods, and it's fine. You eat it, it keeps you alive, and it'll suffice. If you really want to splurge on room service and get something else, by all means, go ahead. I'm on a budget, so I didn't. Eating in life to me is kind of just a means to keep living and living healthy when possible. I think in other videos, especially these digital nomad channels with all your thousands of subscribers, wonderful videos by the way, I'm not knocking you whatsoever, and I know a lot of people do like to see foods, hence we have the food channel and all that shit. But there's another thing I can say. Why am I here? Because I need to get back to my girls. I went back, foolishly, I went back to the States in March of 2020 when the Rona was starting to really get serious, and the U.S. State Department had said everybody ought to come home right now or you might not be able to get home. And of course, me not being super rich, I at some point had to get home to work anyway. Well, I ended up getting stuck for what ended up being just over a year, a very, very painful year to be apart from my Denpasar apartment, and I am so, so happy that I am almost home. I'm almost home. As much as I would love to stay and check out Jakarta and have some fun in Jakarta, it just is not the same without my girls. So as far as the testing goes, I can't really tell you what it's going to be like. There's plenty of videos already showing it where people brought the camera in there, so you already know what that's all about. There's no need that I show you mine. I have some tips that I'm not going to give here, but like I said, my contact information is on my channel somewhere. I don't want Indonesians or the government that finds this video, or the eye in the sky, or the cloud, or the intel agencies to think I'm just trying to get away for a fun vacation and see all these different villas and everything else. No, I actually do need to get back to my girls. So that's the reason for me being here. That's why I was willing to go through all the bullshit I had to go through to be here. Because people that know me know that I'm pretty much into freedom, typical American mindset, American, and yeah, so I really broke a lot of my own inner beliefs to make this trip possible, and that includes the RCP backwards tests. I guess we better go over some pricing, shouldn't we? I paid for my visa about 6.2 or 3, I can't remember, about 6.2 or 6.3 million rupiah for my expedited visa. I probably could have just got a regular one and not paid for the expediting, but I'm glad that I did. One, because my agent deserved it, she was so good, and two, I didn't want to take any chances because during my time during the last few months, the laws had kept changing, and I kept on getting disappointed and not being able to get back to my girls, and then finally they made a decision, they opened up processing again, and here we are. The price for the hotel. Now, in the Swiss Bell Hotel Airport Jakarta, I think I paid another 6.2, yeah, about another 6.2 million for 5 nights. That includes both tests, 2 tests. That includes laundry 5 pieces a day. That includes 3 full meals a day. Basically, it just includes everything because you're locked in this room anyway and you can't do anything, so you got to be dependent upon them to bring you everything that you're going to need to survive. And I noticed in most videos that I see of people looking this up, this process, this quarantine process, and the procedure to get yourself back to Indonesia, a lot of people travel together. A lot of couples. I find that adorable. You all are great. You're awesome. Some of you, with your husband or wife from your home country. Some of you with your Indonesian wife, or whatever the case may be in your case. But I am alone here, and it can get it's only been 1 night, and it's very, very lonely in here. That's okay, though, because I'm in Indonesia, and I'm just so damn happy to be here I could kiss the ground. But yeah, I'm a little bit lonely in here. And if you can tell, I'm a little loopy as well, because I have not had a good hard sleep yet. It was really hard to sleep last night because my mind is still on the USA clock. And yeah, I usually don't get jet lag, but I think this time I kind of did. I think you need to ask yourself, why do I need to get to Indonesia, or to Bali, or to whatever it is you're going specifically? And what am I willing to go through to get there? How much am I willing to pay to go through it, to get there? That's a personal choice for everybody. And I made mine. It was an easy one. It was a really easy one because I need to get back, and that's that. So I hope you've learned something from this video. I hope I didn't bore the hell out of you because I talk too much, and this is why I hate talking into a camera. Imagine having a conversation with me over a beer. Holy shit, you'd be stuck for a while, right? But I'm a good listener too, just to give, yeah, okay, I had to throw in a little plug there that I'm not totally bad. Um, but yeah, I'm going to end it there, and I wish you well in your journey from the beginning of the process to getting your paperwork together, to getting your travels booked, to actually traveling, to getting through the airport and all the different steps and all the different forms you're going to need in the Ehack app, and to getting to your quarantine hotel, passing your tests, and moving on to wherever it is in Indonesia that you want to be. I wish you the best. If you got anything out of this video, or if you enjoyed any part of it and you want to subscribe, go ahead and smash that. No, I'm kidding. Just go ahead and subscribe if you want. If you don't, that's okay too. No big deal. I hope some of this helped you, and I will see you all in the next video. And I'm probably going to start the next video by saying, it's a new day. First test done. Not so bad against my religion, you know what I mean. I don't have a religion, but done.